Are you curious about the Kenevo SL e-bike? If you are, you're in the right place. We're going to do a demo ride here. Hi, I'm Mike with 50MTV, and this is the specialized Kenevo SL. It's got the light pack. It's about 42 pounds, I've been told. It's 170 on the front and the back. It's based on the Enduro bike, called the Enduro. And looks like a 38 fork. It's got access shifting, and we're going to take it up on the trail and check it out. This is the first time I've ever ridden an e-bike. You may be curious about them if you're seeing them on your trail, and I thought I'd just figure out what this thing is all about. So if you want that, you're in the right place. Let's go. All right, so we're going up the trail. I'm in eco mode, and you can certainly feel an extra little pump. We'll try the trail mode. Yeah, I mean, you certainly have to crank the cranks, but you can feel it giving you that extra power to keep having to upshift. It's very strange to be going that speed going uphill. So this is a 170 front and back. It's a little bigger bike than I'm used to. But 42 pounds for an e-bike, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be in the 50-pound range. But this has the smaller battery pack. I was told you, if you run it in turbo, there are 3 levels: eco, trail, and turbo. If you run it in the eco, the last 3 hours, you run it in turbo, the fastest, it's about an hour and a half. So I was told. What's interesting with this access, the one I was on yesterday, lower button gets to the easier gears. This one is the opposite, so I guess you can change that for your own personal preference. That's my guess. Man, I am in trail. I'm just flying. I read that it's 350 to 400% boost on your pedal stroke, and that feels about right. You do feel a little winded, you know, just like regular ride. It's just you're going faster. So I assume you get to the top quicker. All right, let's see what turbo is like. Turbo feels about the same as trail, obviously a little stronger. I was told that turbo works really well on a road. I'm gonna go back to trail. It's like when you were a kid and you have a friend behind you pushing your bike to get you started. It's kind of what it feels like. Curious what it's going to be like on a steeper climb. Also curious what it's going to be like on a descent. This is definitely all about getting up the mountain faster. Luckily we're out here early. There's not a lot of traffic. It's been driving me nuts when a e-bike comes flying up behind me wanting to pass. But I understand kind of why I'm trying this bike. See what their perspective is. I could definitely see how an e-bike would help an older person or someone who's been injured. And I can see why somebody likes to go really fast would enjoy it. I just don't know how it affects all the other users on the trail. All right, here comes a steep. Let's see how it does. Normally I'd have to really downshift. And got downshift here too, just not as far. What do you think?
It's a piece of shit.
How come?
Because you can't estimate when it's going to give you power versus when it's not. You don't know when you're going to need your gearing versus when you're not. It just feels so alien to ride. I hate it.
So it's a learning curve. Okay, well, let's keep trying and see what happens. Hey, this is Mike with 50 MTV, and this is the uphill report on this e-bike, this Specialized S-Works. It's the Kenevo. And yeah, it was a lot of fun going on the uphill. I was a little surprised that I would enjoy it. It gives you an extra boost, probably 2 to 3 times what you're normally used to. This is a lighter bike too. It's only 42 pounds, so that might make a difference. We're about to take it on the downhill. We'll see how that goes. My son Sean did not like it at all. In fact, we'll get some of his comments. All right, tell us, what do you think of the uphill report?
I don't like it. That's all you need to know. I don't like it.
It sums it up. All right. Bumpers. It's a bigger bike than I'm used to, but gives you a lot more cushion. I was really surprised Sean did not like the e-bike. He's majorly into technology and computers. Goes to show it's something you got to try to find out if you're going to really like it or not. It definitely makes this climb easier. I mean, I just had to hit the brake a little bit. Okay, dude. That's good to know. Those braking bumps affect the big 38 just like they do my 34. It might not shake out as much, but it shakes quite a bit if you're braking and you're going over. Here we go. Lower part of Joe's Mojo. I can pull it up a little bit on a couple small bumps. Hi, this is Mike with 50MTV, and this is the downhill report on this e-bike. Again, it's a Specialized S-Works Kenevo SL, so it's the lighter version with the battery. So you'll notice that down tube is just a little bit lighter or smaller than some of the other e-bikes you may see out on the trail. Anyway, we just did the downhill on Joe's. It's a blue trail with a couple little bumpers in there. And it rides just like another bike going down. You feel the weight here and there, especially if you try to pull up the front wheel or you try to bounce off of something. You can get air, you do get air, but it's a little heavier feel. I guess that could be considered more solid, but you're probably not going to get a lot of air on it, a lot higher air, if that's something you're into. But I thought the bike did just fine. It cornered everything that it needed to. It's very, on the overall report, it's very quick. You conserve energy. I could see how people could do their trail twice instead of once in the same day. That could be an appeal. They can go up faster. Again, you're probably going up twice as fast, maybe even more, depending on how you're approaching it, whether your trail is straight or a lot of turns and twists. It did make it up the tech, which I was surprised about. I'm more surprised about the bike than anything else as far as the overall ride. Still not convinced that it's not a challenge for other riders though, because you are moving quicker, and I could see how people would get impatient if they were on an e-bike for a regular biker or hiker or horse or something. We'll see how that all plays out. That's my biggest concern and still is. But that's my report. Let's get the final conclusion report from Sean, who's now rode up and down. Let's see if he's changed his mind or he has the same opinion.
Maybe my sentiment will change when I'm 80 years old. But for now, this bike is not fun. I would not buy it for $12,000, and I wouldn't buy it for $12,000. That's all.
Wow. There you go. You gotta love the honesty in that answer, right? All right, so there is the report on the e-bike, the Kenevo. And if you like this kind of material, go ahead. If you like this report, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, and you have any comments about an e-bike or a regular bike, whether you like them or hate them or anything is okay with me, by the way, I'm neutral. Go ahead and write them in that comment section down below. And if you like this material and you want to see more demo rides and other information about mountain biking, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we'd love to have you here. Again, this is 50MTV signing off, and thanks for joining us. All right, we're going to try turbo mode just to see. We heard it goes up the hill really fast in turbo. And I can see how they would say that. I am in the highest gear, turbo mode. We're going uphill. It says we're going 28 miles an hour. Which is interesting to me because I thought they said these cap out at 20 miles an hour. Well, there's a speed comparison. They were on regular bikes. I guess if you want the fastest way back up the trail, get an e-bike. Pretty good. So now we're on some dirt, a dirt road, following the 22. All right, this is Mike with 50 MTB, and this was the second uphill test. We did a dirt road. It was paved road, then dirt road, and we got up to the top. Normally this would take about 25 plus minutes. We just did it in 12, and here's Sean's thought on that.
What's there to say? There's no work to be done.
Sean is just not impressed. All right.